Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as the last video, I'm really happy about that. I made 101 views, and for me, that's a lot. Anyways, I'm really happy about that, and I don't have anything to post for today, but I did make a video about my car getting towed because in my previous video I said that I would, so I'm going to put it like right after I finish talking about this. I'm actually going to the beach and I will definitely try to film a lot. I won't have a lot of time to film just because it's going to be like one thing after another. I'm going to be probably on the beach a lot, but I will definitely try to film and get things because the place I'm going is absolutely beautiful. But anyways, I'll definitely try to get some footage of what I did, and like it's going to be so amazing. Oh my gosh. I look like a mess. My room looks like a mess because I've been cleaning and packing all day because I procrastinated. Don't do it. Don't procrastinate. It's not good. But yeah, and then I'm spending as much time with my, not that I don't always, but I'm spending as much time with my boyo as I can. And I might go see Anthony later today. I don't know. It depends. But yeah, I'm gonna put the footage of me ranting about my car being towed right here. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I said in my previous video that I was just gonna do a follow-up video of what actually happened to my car because, as I put it, my car got towed. I'm thankful that it wasn't stolen, but still I think it was completely wrong that they towed my car. But anyways, I also see the good side of it, so I'm not bashing this apartment complex in any way. I am very upset with the towing company, like it's in the past, but I still think that they should have given me a warning just because there was no board stating that you had to have some type of visitor's pass, or that there was no, it just said towing would be enforced, but there was no other sign stating what you had to do to get towed, so that's why I was super confused about it. But anyways, this is just a video to clear it up. My boyfriend and I want to go swimming because we just got done eating dinner with my family. We went over to his apartment complex and we were like, let's work out and then we can go swimming and just have a good night. And so we get done working out. I'm changing in the bathroom into my swimsuit, and I'm sitting there, I'm staring in the mirror, tying my bathing suit behind my head, and I'm like, something is up, something's wrong. I don't normally feel that kind of thing, but it was a weird way. I was like, God telling me hey, something's about to happen, about to throw something your way. But I'm honestly, God did put that in my path because I'm more cautious about where I park now, because before, typically people allow you to park in parking lots, or you can park on any kind of street. I was dumb and I didn't see the sign that said the towing was enforced, but as I said again, I didn't know what extent I had to go to get towed. I come out of the bathroom and we're like, okay, let's go swimming. So I set all my stuff down. There's also another cute little couple in the pool, and I set all my stuff down on one of the the lawn, not a lawn chair. It's those ones that you can tan on. So I have my purse, my wallet, my phone, all of that, and including my keys, in my purse. We get in the pool, we swam around for a good maybe 5 minutes, and I hear my car alarm. It is a very big truck, but it has a very wimpy horn just because it's been worked on so much. It's a 98, a 1998 car, so it's kind of old. It's about as old as I am, almost 20. But I'll put a little clip right here of what the horn sounds like. This is the honk for my wimpy horn. So yeah, it's a really wimpy horn for the big truck she is. So I heard that and I was like, Anthony, my car is being stolen. That's the first thing that popped into my head. I didn't think that it was getting towed because, I saw the sign, but I didn't know what extent. I didn't know if I had ever passed that. And these aren't in the bad part of town, but they're not protected. There's no gate so anyone can get in. And there's no cameras whatsoever. I was like, Anthony, my car's being stolen. So I jump out of the pool. I leave everything at the pool. I left my entire purse, which had my phone, my wallet. everything that I need, like my inhaler, all the important things that I need to get by. Anyways, so I'm looking out and there's like these two like little window things at the place, like where the pool is, just so you can see the street, and I see my car go by, but all I see is like the back half because it's a 4-door, so I see the two back doors and then the taillights, and they're blinking, so I hear my horn, and it's a very distinctive horn, which is why I knew it was my car, because no other car has that kind of horn. So I'm like, that's my car. So I'm heading to one exit. There's many exits to get out, but I was like, I'm gonna go to this one because I don't need a key fob to get in and out of it. And he was like, no, I have my key fob. So Anthony, we're running to this other exit where you can actually go through the building where the pool is. He slips and falls on the floor, and like he really hurt his back, and I felt so bad, but we didn't notice it until the next day, just because of it was like an adrenaline rush and we were all caught up in this drama bubble. Anyway, so we're running to the parking lot where we're like sprinting through bushes, like we're running on rocks, barefoot in our swimsuits. Keep in mind, all my stuff is at that pool, and I'm running to go get my car. I don't chase after my car because I can't run that fast. So we go to where I parked it, and I pulled, so this is a parking lot where you just pull in, like there's like a little median and there's parking spots on each side. So I pulled in head first into it so that my car, like here's the front of it, is facing to the median. I'm like, Anthony, that's where my car was. Like there was just a little open spot, and I'm like, that's where my car was. And he's like, we have to call 911 because we thought my car was stolen, because towing just didn't pop into my head. So we went up to go to his apartment to tell his dad and his dad's girlfriend. His dad's girlfriend comes out and she's like, no, this has happened to his dad many a times. Like they actually towed his car, and then he actually built these apartments, which means like he's like top of the line there at the apartments. So since he built them, he complained, got his money back, and they towed his car back without any fee. That's like $600. And so he's like, yeah, they towed your car. And then this lady, like I'm sitting outside, I'm having a panic attack because like my car's gone. I'm afraid my parents are gonna kill me. We're sitting outside and this random lady comes up and she's like, yeah, I was like, you're the 98 Dodge Durango, like the silver one? And I'm like, yeah, why? She's like, oh yeah, I just got towed. And then right as she says that, another tow truck comes around, and my boyfriend chases this tow truck down and asks like where to go for, like how much it'll be. I mean, obviously they won't know how much it's gonna be, just they wanted a good estimate. They went and talked to him, even though like they already knew how much it was gonna be from his dad's car being towed. They just didn't know if it's gonna be the same. But anyways, he chased it down, and Anthony's brother's out, and he's like, hey, it'll be okay, I promise. I just thought that was sweet, just because like I'm sitting there having a panic attack, my boyfriend's chasing down a tow truck, and I'm just really glad that people were there to comfort me, because I don't know, people have never done that for me. Anyways, back to the story. Talking to Anthony's dad, he's like, yeah, you just need to call your dad, tell him, because my curfew is typically like 11 midnight. It was like 10:30 at night around this time. So like I call my mom and dad, I'm like, yeah, my car got towed, and they're like, Katie, this is like a huge pricey mistake, like how could you do this? I'm like, none of us knew that I could get my car towed by parking in this parking lot, because there's no sign stating of what extent you had to go to get towed. So even his family forgot that I couldn't park in there. So it was just a big misunderstanding. And I'm not mad, I'm just, all I want to know is who called the tow place to tow my car. Like, how petty do you have to be? There were plenty of other open parking spots, but I guess I just parked in some guy's spot that he wanted so bad to cost my boyfriend's family $300, which by the way, he got reimbursed, so it's all good. So I call my parents, and Anthony's dad's like, we're gonna go get your car. And that right there means a lot, because if it were my family, it would have been like, yeah, we're just gonna leave it and we'll go get it in the morning. But I know I'm not trying to bash my own family. I just like, I felt really loved and cared for, just because his dad was like, we're gonna go get your car, like right now. We get in the car, we're like driving there, and dad's girlfriend starts talking to me. She's like, are you on the insurance? And thankfully my mom had given me an insurance card, and it says that I'm on the insurance. Therefore, if my dad called the place and said, yes, my daughter's going to pick this up, then I was able to pick up my car, which thankfully they complied, and I was able to get my car. Like, we're trying to figure out all the stuff in the car just because we don't know. I guess, all the steps to go get your car. I thankfully had just gotten the hard copy of my license in, because if I had my paper one, I would have been so screwed. So his dad, Anthony, and I get out of the car. The first thing that I say is, I'm gonna hurt someone if someone hurt my baby. Like, that is my prized possession. Like, I have to take care of this car. I have to treat it like it is my own child. I have to, like, I care for this truck, and it is my prized possession. I've also literally been with this truck since I was born, because my parents bought it maybe 9 months before I was born. Anyways, so it just holds a very special place in my heart, and that's why I was like, I don't want to hurt it. Also because I don't feel like paying all these fees to get my car fixed, because the way that my parents put it is, I break it, I buy it. So anything that happens to it, I have to pay for it. And I feel like that's a really good thing to do, because it just gives me another level of responsibility. Anyway, so we go into the place, and Anthony's dad's like absolutely like he is so PO'd by now, and he's like saying like I completely understand like why he was doing it, just because like it's 11 at night, 11:30 at night, in between that 30 minutes, and they're over here, they're like being really rude to us. And Anthony's dad was like, you know, y'all's mistakes are getting really exhausting. And she's like, oh, but what do we do this time? And she was just being super mean, and then all these people started jumping, and he's like, no, I don't have time for this right now. I'm just here to get my son's girlfriend's car back, because that was like our sole purpose of going to this place at 11:30 at night. Anyways, so this other lady comes out behind the counter, like they scan my license and all that, and I've just signed like this paper saying that like I've already picked up my car, even though I hadn't even looked at it yet. Anyways, so like I mentioned before, since I pulled in to like facing the median of the parking lot, they had to break into my car. Just let it sink in. Break into my car. I have so many prized possession things in that car, and also the car itself is my prized possession. Anyway, so they had to use a Slim Jim, which is this thing that you stick down in the window and it unlocks the door. That's why the alarm was going off. They don't tow cars from the back of the wheels, they tow it from the front. Therefore, they had to drag my car out of the parking spot and then hook it up to the machine to then take my car, this is why the alarm is going off. The reason the alarm was going off is just because, you know, it's old, there's no like sensory kind of thing on it, and there's a weird way you have to unlock it. Anyways, so they really scratched up my back end, and I'll put like a little picture right here. These are all the scratches and stuff. It's just like all beat up. And then without looking at my license plate, this is what I was talking about on the hitch. It's like really damaged, but yeah, that's that. As you can see, like on the hitch, which is a little thing that you normally hook up trailers to, there's like this huge white line. And anyway, there's all these little extra scratches and stuff from them pulling my car out of the parking spot. Anyways, back to when we're at the actual place getting my car. The lady takes us over to this like huge lot where it's all gated and stuff, and there's like a tow truck sitting there. I'm like, ooh, I am so mad at this point, just because like they just costed us $300 because I was literally parked there for only 30 minutes because this guy was so petty enough that he wanted his spot, that he decided to call the tow place and tow my car because I chose his spot when there were so many other spots in this giant parking lot. How petty do you have to be? Like, you know, if a parking spot is taken, you just go find another one. It's common sense. And if you have an apartment, you've obviously had a car for that long, and you know by then that you, like, if a parking spot's taken, it's taken until that person leaves, which I wasn't intending to stay there like all night. Anyways, so we're at the place, and she takes me to my car, and she's like, she's like, there's your car. I'm like, okay, first things first, I'm checking for damages. So I go and I look at the back, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like my dad's gonna kill me just because of all these scratches. But keep in mind that it's a 98, so it doesn't really change too much, but then again, it really makes me mad because it was my fault. And so I'm going around checking for dents and stuff, because since they dragged my car out of the parking spot, I'm checking like the tires. I'm looking at like underneath the car where the axles are. I'm looking at where like my shocks are. I'm just checking my tires to make sure they're still inflated. And so I'm like, it looks fine, and I go and look, my car's unlocked. And I'm like, I didn't piece it together by this point that they broke into my car. And so I didn't think to like check if all my stuff was there until my dad reminded me, like, if they broke into your car, they could have taken something. They didn't take anything, which I'm really happy for, because I had a lot of stuff, like a lot of things that my boyfriend gave me that I put in the car. Like I had like this really cute Captain American doll that I put in my car just because like it's been a good luck charm for me. I went up to the lady and I'm like, can I take my car now? And she's like, yeah, it's yours. I'm like, okay, I'm just making sure. Just making sure that I can take my car because you took it. Anyways, I get in the car, and my dad's like, you need to test how it drives, you need to like check if the alignment's off and all that, because if not, we were gonna sue the company and get my car fixed for free, because they had to travel a good maybe like 20 miles or so. So we start driving off, and I'm shaking, like my teeth are chattering, like I'm having a really bad anxiety / panic attack. His dad and his dad's girlfriend were both in their car that we drove to the place to get my car. So they're like, just follow us and we'll get you guys back home. And Anthony rode with me, and I'm like sitting there having a panic attack, and he thinks that it's his fault, which it was nobody's fault. The only person that can take the blame here is me for not asking, and also the guy who decided to call about my car and the towing place. So it's like those two people combined. So it's the guy who decided to tow my car and then the towing place. We got my car back. There's thankfully nothing wrong with it. It's completely the same way that it was before, and I guess I can say the only thing that's really different about it is the scratches on the back end of it, and there's like a few bumps and bruises on the front from them obviously putting it on the giant truck and then towing it. But yeah, that's the video on what happened to my car. It's like, it was a big thing that I thought that I was gonna get absolutely battered for, just because it was a $300 mistake, and my dad was completely understanding. He was like, yeah, it was completely okay. Like my mom was like, you know, it happens. I'm just glad that it's like happened now than later, and I'm glad that it happened someplace that was close, where like instead of you were at like a concert or something and you come out and your car's not there. It was a better situation than it could have been. I'm over it. It was a complete misunderstanding. I don't have anything against the people. I want to know why. Like, why did you have to do this? I mean, I can understand, like, from the law side that I was breaking a law, and I got what was coming for me, but then again, I didn't know what extent I had to go to. But then, like, not even a couple days later, they put up a sign saying no visitors allowed. It's like no visitors allowed, no parking unless you have like an actual parking pass. They put like an extra sign up just because they started towing all these cars, and I happened to be one of the people that complained about it. But yeah, that's it for my ranting video on why my car got towed. If you actually want to see me do anything, like, I'm willing to go do anything. Like, as long as I'm not breaking any more laws, because I really don't feel like paying any more fines. Anyways, I guess just comment down below, or like send me an Instagram DM, or text me if you have my number. Please don't exploit my number. Anyways, just text me if you guys want to see me do anything. But yeah. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching that. I got really into it because, like, you know, it's just why would someone have to be that petty? Anyways, I'm not gonna get even more into it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please give this video a like or a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of me, my friends, my family, and my uninteresting life. Also, follow me on Instagram at KatieD_17. Follow me on Snapchat at KateBug99. I'll put the link in the descriptions, like, to all my social media. I don't normally put my Snapchat out there just because it's something very personal to me, but I feel like if you guys want to see what I'm actually doing, like when I go to the beach, like that's gonna be a place that I'm like posting a lot more than actually on anything else. So yeah, I will see you guys later and hopefully on Thursday and Sunday. So bye!